Okay. Otherwise, how it will work? Tell me. Screen visible होना चाहिए or I must be audible. This much is fine. This much is fine. So take out your notebooks now. Write all the things. Okay, Jency, thank you. So see, let us go through the introduction first, introductory part. You can see the screen. This is an MP4. What you're able to observe, just reply in the chat box, students. I want all of the students to reply here. ठीक है ना? मेरे को सभी का reply चाहिए. I want to reply Abhi also, Devgoda also, Impana, Jency, Manthan, Purnima, Purva, Sagar, Shinchana, Swastik, Yatish, Mandya, student Bhuvana, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know what the name is. सभी का reply चाहिए. क्या दिख रहा है? Manthan says lightning. Jency says, Acha. Purnima says, okay, sir. No, not okay. Tell me what you're able to see. Is this lightning or what? क्या है ये? Electricity, electric current, lightning, charges. What do you think? What is this? Reply fast. I want at least 5 replies. Okay. So you have replied this. Shinchana says lightning. Impana says lightning. Devgoda says lightning. So yes, you're right, students. So ये क्या है actually? If you see it, this is actually what? ये lightning ही है. This is what? This is lightning only. Okay. This is lightning. तो इससे हमें क्या करना? What do we need to do this with this? Remember this. And this is what? What is happening? Okay, I will tell this thing. इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Actually, what is happening when I switch on this battery? No, current starts flowing in the circuit and the bulb glows. Current will start flow through the circuit, and via the circuit, the current will flow through the tungsten of the bulb. Okay. And via this, we'll say the light will come out. Okay. Now, this is a little bit of the definition of electric current. If you see, ये क्या है? This is definition of electric current. So, what does electric current, by the way, means? क्या होता है electric current? What is basically electric current? It says it is the continuous flow of charges. Remember it. क्या है electric current? It is continuous flow of charges. And electrons are what basically? These are charges only. इसको क्या कहते हैं? These are charges only. है ना? Yes, very good. Jency has given the equation also. Manthan says electron flow. Manthan very intelligent. Jency also good. So next, if you see, let us understand the electric current in conductors properly. So we'll dive deep now. Okay, we'll go into the depths of the concept now. So we'll not see, even it's a crash course still, because you people demanded now current electricity to be started. So what I will do is this, I will dive deep in this. I will go into the depths of this topic. Okay. So first electric current, and then we'll understand electric field in conductors. Then we'll understand drift of electrons and origin of resistivity. Then we'll understand mobility of electrons. ठीक है? Now first electric current. This is the first part, electric current. Abhishek, don't do this. Who is this? Who has done this annotation? I must. Now you can't do. Now you can't try. Try it out if you can. Let me see. You're not able to do annotation now. Okay. Next. So electric current is basically the measure of the amount of electric charge transferred per unit time. Remember this thing, है ना? मतलब suppose you are having this conductor. This is a piece of a wire. You can think this is a wire, small piece of a wire. And next, this is also wire. So in these wires, suppose some protons are likely to be set. But basically, what are protons? Protons is the lack of electrons, है ना? So basically, what is happening here? Here, the protons are shown moving like this, and electrons are moving. But when we both combine it, so basically, this shows you the net charge crossing per unit cross section area. Net charge कितना it is? Positive Q plus Q minus Q minus, है ना? क्योंकि electrons opposite direction में है. So current, if you see current equation, remember it is now given with this formula. This is the simple, Jency have already texted this. This is the simplest formula of the net current in the forward direction. This is the simplest formula for the net current in the forward direction. ठीक है, कितना net current in the forward direction is given as charge upon time. ठीक है, and is given as dq by dt like this. SI unit is ampere, you must all know. चलो question solve करो. If you got this thing, now solve this question, students. The question is in front of you and on your screen. It says you are having it 2 millimeter. ये कितना millimeter? It is 2 millimeter long cross section. ठीक है? And 20 column of and this is 20 column of charge is crossing it. And the time given as 40 seconds. So total charge given to is 20 column and total time given to is 40 seconds. So you have been asked, find the current in the wire. आपसे ये पूछा कि current बताओ कितना होगा. Just use the formula. Manthan has given the Manthan Bhatt has given the answer half ampere. We'll see. Answer सही है या गलत? We'll see afterwards. First of all, answer तो करो. I want at least 5 answers. I'm waiting for your answers. Reply fast, Jency, Manthan, Impana, and all other students. Okay, very good. So let us see now. Okay, simple students. This 2 millimeter length long is given to for what? किस लिए दिया 2 millimeter long? Why it is given? It's given to confuse you. That was a trick. That was a trick to confuse you. Okay, don't get confused. So just use the formula. 20 charge है, net charge which is crossing, and time 40 seconds है. तो net answer क्या आया? 0.5 ampere. Okay. Very good, Jency. Very good, all the students. Okay, very good. Nice approach. चलो आगे चलें. Now, are you ready for the concept test? One more question as a concept test. Are you ready? Yes or no? जल्दी करो reply. We must be very much energetic in the class. Okay, otherwise it will not work. सोते सोते class नहीं करना. We must be energetic. We must be alert. Otherwise, we are wasting our data also. No, you people are using your data, I think, from the phones. I don't think you people use Wi-Fi for this. Maybe you can use. Maybe you may be using, but on an average, we use phone. Okay, no issues. So reply fast. Ready for the concept test? Jency, yes. Devgoda, yes. Very good. So let us proceed now. Chalo, a question karo. If you solve this, let us see who is the champion of this question. I will write the name here. And on an annotation, when you will download the PDF, you will find your name here. Who is the champion of this question in today's class? Give me the answer. I will write your name in this box. If it's, I'll write in small letters here. Okay, no, don't worry. It will come in this. The name will be occupied by this box. No issues. Students are joining now. Very nice it is. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Abhishek have joined. Same name. My name is also Abhishek. Abhishek, KM, JNV, CTA have joined. Good. Try to solve, students, and give me the answer. I will write. Then you'll. So you give the answer, and you got a prize as this. I will write your name here. Sir, it is not. We don't like this prize. It's like this. No. Answer it fast. I'm waiting. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds. Sorry, 10 seconds remaining. Okay, so you have answered it. Very nice. Very good. So students, now time is up. Manhattan says 1.6 10 minus 12 is the answer. Jency says 3.2 10 is to power minus 11 is the answer. So let us check it out. Okay, let us see whose name comes in the box. So this is a picture of the question, that these are the number of protons which are moving. If number of protons are moving in this direction, 100% sure electrons will be moving in opposite direction. ये तो आपको याद रखना ही पड़ेगा. If protons are moving in one direction, it's 100% sure electrons are moving in opposite direction. So this is a cross section given in a time interval this much milliseconds. Milli matlab 10 minus 3, matlab 10 into 10 minus 3 seconds. Current पूछा है passing through the cross section. Very easy question. Just put the values. We know current is given by total charge crossing upon time taken. Total charge is this much. Time taken is this much. So when you will solve this, Purva has given the answer, new answer. Let us see whether the Purva is right. Maybe. जब इसको solve करेंगे, so this is the value of the current which is coming, and this is 100% right answer. ठीक है? Let me check the chat box. Purva का answer is perfect. None of the students got the right answer other than Purva. Purva, good, very good. So marks will be given to you. I will write your name here. Hold on. Oh no, I must not do this. Just need to go back. Just need to go back. Yes, here. So it's champion is Purva. Okay, we can also play a Kahoot session kind of, but no, it's not required now because it will take a time load. चलो आगे चले. Let us move next. Now let us see one more concept here. Okay, चलो इसको solve करो. Jency, your answer also same. Okay, Jency, then you also. You both are. It's tie here. Okay. So the match is tie up. You both got the same answer at the same time. We can't do anything now. Fine. चलो आगे चलो. इसका बताओ क्या आंसर. ये तो instantaneous current है. You have to equation. I'm giving you a hint. Use this equation. dq by dt. Differentiate with respect to time and put t in the equation. Whatever it is given, you'll get the answer. Oh my God. Manhattan has given the answer at 525. And Ganesh has given the answer as 525. Same. So it's 8 ampere. Let us check it out fast. Okay. And when you will differentiate this, it's 40, it's constant 0. So put here at it is when the current is asked. Current is asked at 2 seconds. So when you will find it, answer comes at 8 ampere. This is our right answer. So Ganesh and fastest answer is given by Ganesh and Manhattan. Okay. Manhattan Ganesh has given the right answer. Manthan and Ganesh has given the right answer. Also, all other students has given the right answer, but the fastest and the accurate. So it's fastest and the accurate answer is given by Manthan and Ganesh. Okay, so congratulations for that. Let us move next, by the way. Yaar. Now we'll see this theory, electric field in conductor. So are you ready? Yes or no? Now I'll see the connection between the electric field, distance, voltage, current, all these things now. So are you ready? Yes or no? I hope you understood the previous part. Please reply in the chat box. Reply करोगे तभी आगे जाऊंगा. Otherwise I will not go, because you people must understand first things, no? Then only I must proceed for the next. Few of the students have answered. Very nice. Okay. So suppose this is the length of a conductor given on your screen. क्या है ये है? This is the length of the conductor given on your screen. Now suppose if I apply, sorry, if I apply a potential difference V across the ends of this conductor, what I'm saying, I'm applying a potential difference of voltage V across the end of this conductor. Next what? This will set up an electric field here. ये क्या करेगा? This will set up an electric field, okay? And the current will generate. So if you need to find the connection between the field, voltage and the length of the conductor, अभी आप बस remember करो इस formula को. Don't go with the lines and all these things. You just remember the formula because this will be your application. ठीक है? समझ में आया? Yes or no? जल्दी लिख लिया. If you have written this thing, reply in the chat box or proceed next. चलो, let us move next, okay? So we have now new formula that says electric field is equals to potential difference. Okay, what is it? Electric field is equals to potential difference and the length of the conductor or distance between the positive and negative terminals, like L it is given. So next. चलो इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर दो. This is not B, this is wrong given here. Answer this question. If you think your concepts are clear, test your concepts here, okay? Because if you feel you have studied the thing, so conceptual knowledge must be there. अभी टेस्ट करते हैं आपके concept का. Tell me what will be the answer. Read this question properly. You have 1 minute to answer. Answer it. What do you think? What is the answer? When electrons in a resistor flow from A to B, so what can be the conditions then? So Ganesh has given greater at B. Manthan says A. Let me tell you one thing. Image to yahi rahega. This will be the image here, okay? But what is happening here is this. Remember always, if the current is moving from this direction to this direction, it can only be possible when it is positive terminal and it's negative terminal. And current always moves anti or opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. Remember this. Current always moves anti or opposite to the direction of the flow of electrons here, okay? So हम ये कहेंगे this will be at a greater potential, मतलब B का potential will be greater than the potential of A. So ये वाला is the right answer. देखो यहाँ पे तो दो B है ना. By mistake it's written B, C, D must be there, but it's written BBC. BBC news channel, okay? So this is wrong. You will say B is the answer, greater at B. So the fastest answer is given by this person. I forgot the name. Ganesh, very intelligent, very good. So this shows that you are able to easily recall your concepts. This will really help you. So Ganesh, you can try this thing. You can solve HCV questions. HCV questions matlab MCQ. Only MCQs. So it's not just for Ganesh, it's for all the students which are present here. You all must try for the HCV questions. Okay. And see, one of you, please reply me. Nobody have texted me, I think so, from this group. There are many groups running here, but you must reply me in this number so we can make a WhatsApp group. Okay. And on that WhatsApp group, I'll send you the HCV book. HCV book I will send, or some modules I can send, because individually if you'll ask, no, वो बहुत it creates an issue because there are so many WhatsApp sometimes. So students are random texting here, so it will not work. We can make a group. You text me on this number. We can make a group. Okay, in that I will send the module. So those who people want to understand the things, or I mean, just download the modules. You can download from that group only. I hope it's clear. But for this, you have to text me on this number. Okay, or you can call if you have some doubt. Okay, nice. This is it. चलो आगे चलें. So next is this. Suppose I connect a wire, which is basically a conductor, across the battery. जिसमें potential difference ये है. अगर यहाँ plus है, यहाँ है, तो electric field will be from plus to minus. Current will be also from here to here only. Okay, but motion of electrons will be random, and you know there is something which is known as drift speed. ठीक है? Drift speed. And what is the drift speed? Drift speed is given by this formula. अभी के लिए बस ये समझो. Don't go for the derivation now. We don't have time. Crash courses में derivation is not allowed. It's not. It will not work on this. Okay. So when simple description I'm giving you, simple explanation I'm giving you is this. Suppose you are having a piece of wire like this, and you connect this piece of wire across a battery terminals. So ये तो positive white V terminal हो जाएगा. This will be 0. So potential difference V will generate across the length of this conductor, due to which electrons will rush, and finally they will achieve some drift speed. And drift speed is given by this formula, where this minus will always come. E is the electronic charge, which you all know it is equals to 10 minus 19 coulomb, and this is electric field. And this is what? This is electric field. This is time. And this is mass given here. ठीक है? चलो बताओ. So I think you will be able to remember this formula, isn't it? So may I proceed next? चलो ठीक है. This phenomena, remember, this phenomena of drift and the velocity Vd is called drift velocity method. And now let us see some more new things. Okay. So there is one more formula of the current in the form of drift speed, which is given by this. Drift speed क्या होता है? Drift speed is minus E by M tau. This is drift speed, time constant. Okay. But current in the form of drift speed is given by this formula. I think I need to highlight it. So this I'm highlighting. This formula, I think you're able to see it. देख रहे हो ना? This is what? This is what? This is N. Number of electrons per unit volume. This is what? Then this is what? This is electronic charge. 1.6 10 minus 19 coulomb. This is what? This is area of the cross section of the conductor. And this quantity, basically, this is what? This is drift speed, which is given by this formula. जो formula दिखा रहे हैं screen पे, this is given by this formula. ठीक है? I hope the things are clear to you. समझ में आ गया? Yes or no? Reply me fast. Students, reply नहीं करोगे तो कैसे पता लगेगा? Reply me fast. Is it clear? Two formulas now you can understand. Drift speed or drift velocity and current in the form of drift speed. It's like NVIDIA graphic card. Think like this. This is a trick to remember this formula. This is trick. Next, चलते हैं चलो. Next is a quantity which is named as current density. Next is a quantity which is named as current density. It means current crossing per unit area. So when you will divide current with the area, this will give you quantity. You can take a mode also. It's a vectorial been represented by the way. Although the current is not a proper vector, we all know. Although it shows the direction, but still it doesn't follow the vector law of addition. So current doesn't come under the category of vectors. Abhi current upon area kya? Current in the as a function of drift velocity is what? It's NEAVD. अभी इसको put किया. Area को ऐसे रखा. Area cancel. This is NEVD. N is the number of electrons per unit volume. N is the number of electrons per unit volume, is the electronic charge. This is electron electric field by mass time. So net answer will come out to with this N E square by M. ठीक है, tau into electric field. This will be the right answer. अब इसको कंपेयर करेंगे तो विल गेट द करंट डेंसिटी एज सिग्मा ई. सिग्मा क्या था? सिग्मा इज 1 अपॉन रेजिस्टिविटी. याद रखना. सो ये सब चीजें याद रखो. ओके. So now I'm making a chart for you, a well systematic, sophisticated chart here. So first formula was what? Current is equals to charge upon time. Okay. What was instantaneous current? It was given as differentiation of charge with respect to time. Unit I'm not writing. These are the basic things. Ampere, you all know, charge per or coulomb per second. Okay. Next we studied current in the format of drift speed, that is NEA VD. उसके बाद क्या पढ़ा? उसके बाद ड्रिफ्ट, उससे पहले ड्रिफ्ट स्पीड भी पढ़ा. वी हैव स्टडीड ड्रिफ्ट स्पीड. ड्रिफ्ट स्पीड कितना था? इट इज गिवन एज माइनस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चार्ज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड बाय मास टाइम गिवन to cross that length. Okay, so we have both the things. Then also we studied one more thing, current density, जो कि है current upon area. And in the format, a new format which we have studied is given as this, that is N E square tau by M, because when you will put this quantity, you will get this electric field. And this completely can be compared as J is equals to, इसको क्या कर सकते हैं? इसको I can write it sigma electric field. And sigma we know from the lower classes also, it's 1 upon resistivity. It's conductivity, it's resistivity. It's anti to this, reciprocal. If one increases, other decreases. One increases, other decreases. Genesee, excellent. Okay, so you have replied already all things here. Nice. चलो next proceed करते हैं. चलो solve करो फिर students. ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो. आई विल नॉट रीड दिस क्वेश्चन फॉर यू, यू हैव टू सॉल्व इट. ओके चलो रीड कर देता हूं. अगर इफ 1 एम्पायर ऑफ करंट, सपोज यू आर हैविंग अ कॉपर वायर. फॉर्मूला सारे बता दी हैं पिछले स्लाइड्स में. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू ऑल द फॉर्मूलाज. सपोज यू आर हैविंग अ कॉपर वायर and this copper wire is having the cross section area 2 millimeter square and current of 1 ampere is flowing through this. Okay, cross section area is given, so they're asking the drift velocity of the electron. Drift velocity of the electrons will be what? This is a question in front of you. You have to use the formulas. You have to substitute the values in the formulas and then you will get the answer. Okay, answer this students, it's important. Answer karo student, it's very much important. I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, 1 minute I will give you. 1 minute. 40 ho gaya. 41 pe I will solve. It's 40 now. 41 pe I will solve myself this question. Okay, answer batao anyone, fastest answer. Let me see who's the champion of this question. Okay, so only 2 students have answered yet. I'll solve it now. So first of all, let me check the answer of these 2 students, whether it is right or wrong. This is also important. No. So only Gen Z have texted. Okay, 2 answers you have texted. So you say it's 0.036. Fine, good. Let us check it out. Okay. You know current in the form of drift velocity or speed magnitude. If you need to find, this is the formula which is on your screen here. ठीक है. अभी drift velocity or speed in terms of the current and number of electrons per unit volume and the charge on the particular electron area of cross section is given as this. Ganesh has also given the answer. Good. So now put the values. Area you already know. Convert into meter. Milli ka square is 10 minus 6. And free electrons density is given as, convert this. When you put all the values in the numerical, I mean that generalized formula, you'll get a drift speed as this much. You can write it as approximately as 0.0367 millimeter per second. Let me check it out. Who has given millimeter per second as the answer? Unit you have not written, Ganesh, but your answer, I think it's right. So first fastest answer is given by Gen Z. Very good, Gen Z. Excellent. Okay. Chalo, ab aage chale. Next is the mobility of electrons. Now this is the next topic, students. You can write this topic in your notebooks. We'll understand about the mobility of electrons, that how the electrons basically are mobile, how they basically move. This we'll try to understand now. Okay. Chalo, chale. So mobility mu is defined as, students, the magnitude of the drift velocity per unit electric field. Kya hai? Mobility mu, which is something in electric current, current electricity chapter, is defined as the magnitude of the drift velocity per unit electric field. So you can write in your own words like drift velocity per unit electric field is known as mu mobility. ठीक है? So this is VD drift velocity, this is electric field. अब इसको solve करेंगे. This is mu drift velocity is this value. This is 1 upon E. So net answer which you will get is this. Okay. Mobility of the electron is proportional to given here as time tau. Okay. Note this down fast. So now I feel some will ask from you that mobility, if the time increases, time of, you know, how when the electron goes from there to here and come back, if that time, suppose motion of the time for the motion of the electron increases, what do you think? Mobility increases or decreases? You will say it will increase. So no, we basically study in the chapters that is I mean the chapters like in the organic chemistry. No, in inorganic chemistry basically we studied this thing. Dev good, I can see your video. No issues, you can on it. See, in inorganic chemistry we see this thing. Very good. You know, there are the relations between the dipole moment and all these things. So like this kind of MCQ, if it is asked in physics, basically it's not asked, but in some books basically where you're solving the MCQs, concept based MCQs, वहां पे अगर पूछ लें, so you will say the mobility with the time of motion will increase. ठीक है? Remember this thing now. चलो अब we will proceed for the next now. We don't have a lot of time here, so I will launch the next slide for you people. Just have patience. So now we'll come to the Ohm's law basically. अब क्या करेंगे? Now basically we'll start with the Ohm's law. Okay. So I think the PPT is available on your screen. The next part, Ohm's law. Are you able to see this Ohm's law? Yes or no? Students, Ohm's law देख पा रहे हो या नहीं? I hope you're able to see it, and I have projected the PPT on your screens. If you're not answering, how I will be able to know it? Chalo, let us start with this. चलो इसको करना पड़ेगा बंद, and you have to start the next thing, that is Ohm's law. Okay, Ohm's law is in front of your screen now. So let us talk a little bit about this Ohm's law and resistivity. What is the connection between these two things? Ohm's law and resistivity. Can anybody answer first? What do you mean by Ohm's law? Jency have already answered. Jency says Ohm's law is given as V equals to IR. Because resistivity is given as rho. Very simple. Yeah, very good. So in this, what are the things which we'll study today is, I think we'll just cover the Ohm's law and its limitations. So tomorrow we can start with this color coding and all the things. Okay, remaining things will start tomorrow. Because see, I didn't told this chapter to start. I asked from you, what do you want me to include in the today's session? So among you people, only one told you have to study current electricity. So I'm starting with this. Okay. So tomorrow I will not ask. First we'll finish this chapter. And if you want, don't forget to text me on this number. If you want me to make the group in which we can discuss all the things prior to the class. Okay. So that when we come to class, before that, we discuss all the things, whether you want questions today, whether you want what, because if the session is student centered, it means it's as per your demand, then only will come to the class. No. समझ में आया? Yeah. चलो देखें. Suppose this is a piece of electrical conductor. And potential difference is V applied here. And this is the length here. ठीक है? So electric field कैसे होता है? It is from the positive to the negative always. ठीक है? अब Ohm's law क्या कहता है? Ohm's law says such a passage of current from the positive potential of the battery to the negative, or you can say opposite to the flow of the electrons, is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor. I'm repeating it again. Ohm's law basically says this thing, that current passing through the conductor is basically proportional to, it means directly proportional to the potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor. So we say here, if this is the condition, if we want to remove this sign of constant of proportionality, you all know these things. We do what? We put constant here, that is equals to some K. Okay? Where this K is basically known as V is equals to I. K is basically 1 by R, or you can directly write like this. So we can do from the left hand side also, no issues. We can do like this. If we want to remove this constant of proportionality, है ना? Very simple. You can do V is directly proportional to I. इसको remove करना है. Put constant Ki. Where this K is basically R, that is V equals to IR is the law here. This is Ohm's law. ठीक है? R is resistance. Now you know one more law, that is J equals to sigma I. In the previous PPT, we have seen this thing that J, which is known as the current density, sigma is the conductivity, which is basically conductivity क्या होता है, which is basically 1 upon resistivity. Anti to this is the electric field. So this gives you, देखो this is only the single equation in this whole chapter, which basically gives you the relation between the current density and electric field. ठीक है? Current density, hold on a second. This is the equation which gives a relation between current density. Hold on. It's not working somewhat. The PPT got stuck. Okay, so whatever, I'll write on the board. Maybe I can launch the whiteboard here if it's available. Yeah. So what I will say is this here, students, कि हमने पढ़ा है कि J is the current density with sigma, which is equal to sigma into electric field. This is electric field, this is conductivity, and this is current density. It has one more formula, that is current upon area. And also we have now just recently studied this thing, that J is equals to V is equals to IR as per Ohm's law. So when you compare both the equations, इसको equate करोगे, लेकिन इसमें कोई connection नहीं आएगा. So we need to introduce a third equation which says E into length of the conductor, or the distance between the basically the two terminals. That is, suppose it is D or L. I'm just giving this with the symbol D, is equals to potential difference. When you put this third in the second equation, you will get electric field into D is equals to IR. अब electric field कितना आया? Electric field comes out to be IR upon D. अब इस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को स्टूडेंट्स इसमें पुट कर दो, बूम, व्हेन यू पुट दिस, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में क्या आएगा, you get the result as J is equals to sigma E बोला था, E you have put as what, E you have put as IRBD, IR by D, ठीक है. So from this you get a new formula of the current density on your screen here, ठीक है. And we know one more thing, current is a current upon area, or you can say I upon A. वहां से you will get this I cancel, you get the equation sigma R by D, and this is 1 by A. तो सिग्मा वैल्यू विच यू आर गेटिंग हियर एज कितना आया ये, दिस इज कमिंग एज, चलो इसको ऐसे करते हैं, सिग्मा आर बाय डी इज 1 बाय, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन, ओके. सो रेजिस्टेंस यू आर गेटिंग हियर इक्वल्स टू कितना है, रेजिस्टेंस कितने के बराबर आया, दिस यू आर गेटिंग हियर एज फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन एज डी सिग्मा बाय एरिया. एंड यू नो वन थिंग, व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग, दैट सिग्मा in the previous PPT we have studied sigma is equals to 1 upon resistivity. अब इसको इसमें पुट करोगे, नेक्स्ट थिंग क्या आएगा, नेक्स्ट थिंग आएगा रेजिस्टेंस इज इक्वल्स टू 1 upon रो डी बाई ए. इसमें थोड़ा एरर हुआ, इसमें कुछ एरर किया हमने स्टूडेंट्स, आई आर बाई डी इज राइट, आई कैंसल्स ए आ गया, सिग्मा आर बाई डी ए, sigma r by dA, and this r goes to sigma, no I have written this wrong, yeah ये मैंने थोड़ा गलत कर दिया, this will r will be d upon a into sigma, sigma में यहाँ पुट करेंगे इसको, sigma को यहाँ, when we put this thing we'll get the equation as right here, and this you already know from the lower classes, कितना आया, r is equals to rho d by a, and this is equivalent to rho l by a. So I hope you have seen this equation many times. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से this equation came. So देखो, this chapter is full of the formulas and concepts and understanding. So you have to first go through the concepts, then only you will be able to answer the things. Okay. So I'm launching the NPS now. Please participate in that. So okay, let me write here number again, because you people, I don't know from which batch you are texting. Don't text random. We'll make a group like this. So anybody tell me this is 5 p.m. group. Okay. Reply like this is 5 p.m. group, make a group. I mean, this is 5 p.m. class, or sorry, 5 p.m. Student from a 5 p.m. batch, make a group. So we can, I can just send directly the modules at one time in a group so that all can see. Otherwise, random, there are many numbers, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that only, it's not just, yeah, it's, you're right. Okay, we'll make a Vanti group. Okay. So let me launch the polls here fast, please. Participate, and then we'll meet. Tomorrow is holiday, students, I think so. Tomorrow maybe no test. So whatever, it will be notified to you. I think it's not for you, it's for different students. Tomorrow it will be notified, and anybody still in the class, if facing any doubt from any chapter, can ask me now. Yes. Ganesh, you can ask. Gyan, you can ask. Impana, Jensi, Purva, Sagar, Chinchana, Sneha, Swastik, Tejaswani, Yatish, Bhuvna. Anybody can ask now. If any of you is feeling any doubt, I will solve here, whether it's from 11th syllabus, if you were studying, I mean, before the class, whether it's from 12th syllabus, ask it, okay? Whether it's from 11th or 12th, physics, but just physics, okay? Don't ask this some other good doubts. Or also, if you think that, sir, I am stuck somewhere, I don't know which subject to start and end, that also you can ask. No issues. Participate in the NPS, that's a must condition, okay? Okay, if you are having no doubts, then students, thank you so much for your attendance in the class today. Thank you so much that you came to the class. Also study well. We'll make a group. I'll send the books, PDF, soft copies, maybe hundreds of whatever I feel. Okay, Gyan says, can you explain projectile motion? Okay, Gyan, for you, I'm explaining here the projectile motion. Okay, I'm ending the poll here. Students have participated and left the session. For you, you don't want me to explain now? Bye, Purva, bye. Okay. Do you want me to explain now, Gyan, or next session? Bye, Sagar, bye. Gyan, reply fast. Do you want me to explain it now? Okay, I'm explaining a little bit, okay? Suppose you project a ball with an angle theta like this, and this is the u speed here. Okay, Gyan, I'm explaining. Listen here, okay? I will just explain one time. Suppose you project a ball of mass m with u speed, making angle theta with the horizontal. So it usually have two components. क्या होगा उस केस में? The ball will be having two components, u cos theta, and perpendicular component will be basically u sin theta. So there are basically three formulas which you have to remember, and by using these formulas, you can get all the answers. The concept is also based on this. So they said time of flight. Time of flight may, you know this thing, if you project a ball vertically with v speed, the time of it when it comes down back again is known as time of flight for this case. And in this case also it's the time of flight of the complete path. इसमें ये होता है 2v by g or 2u, you can say, you will write here u. So similarly इसमें vertical component 2u sin theta होता है, तो you will write here 2u sin theta by g. Okay, now maximum height for this, very good Jency, maximum height for this is what? When vertical projection is there, it is h is equals to u square by 2g. It's a vertical component u का square. So इसमें vertical component क्या है? u sin theta. So इसका square, that is u square sin square theta by, you will what write? You will क्या लिखोगे यहाँ पे? What you will write? Sin square theta by 2g. Now range is what? Range is this horizontal platform. इसमें क्या लिखोगे? कितना आएगा? This is simple horizontal velocity, because there is no acceleration, so constant velocity into time gives you the distance traveled, that is range. कितना आएगा? Just put this time of flight thing here, you will get your answer. ठीक है, तो ये simple एक explanation है. Next class में if it's required I'll explain you more. Okay, no Sagar, you text me. I can join this, but you have to text me. Okay, you have to text me on my number. I'll make it. Okay, otherwise, you know, here some of the students have already left, so it will not work. Okay, bye everyone. Sagar, well, you at least try to make the group. That's really appreciable. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you so much. You can leave the session now. The time is up. Okay, very good. Sagar, next time I'll explain you more. Okay, no issues. अभी के लिए इतना बहुत है. I think it's fine. Is it fine? Yes or no? Reply fast. Okay, Sagar. Gyan, okay? Okay, yeah, Gyan, you asked. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye everyone, students. Now you can leave. We have completed all the concepts required for today. Okay, we have completed all the concepts required for today. So it's time for me to end the class for you people. Let us go and end this now fast. Bye everyone. Study well, work hard. Try as much as materials, DPPs, modules you can try. If you don't have the modules, connect to the WhatsApp group. I'll send you the modules. Okay, ask your friends for the WhatsApp group, or you can text on my number. I will join.